See what numbers we're pulling. 12, yeah, it's okay. 1438, that's about par for the course. Not a bad percentage. Looks like they took the baby monitor, so that's good. Hello, everybody. Good evening. It's about that time. I'm only 9 minutes late. I had to shuffle the wife and aunt-in-law out the doodah door so that they can go talk while I do this. Let me send the link in my group chat for all the boys. Let them know that I'm live. How's everybody doing today? Y'all guys excited for Star Wars for this episode? I'm ready. I'll take a few minutes. We can talk about what we're going to expect, what we should be getting out of this episode, and what should be what's going to be happening, y'all. What's going to be going on. But I for one am genuinely so excited. You can definitely see by the look on my face how excited I am right now. This is going to be great. So, popping my Coke, getting into it. This episode is called Episode 8, so we're off to a great start here. You think when they uploaded it, they would have named the episode, but I know House of the Dragon does that too. That's a funny thing. I don't know if y'all watched House of the Dragon, but you can definitely see a difference in quality, because it costs a similar amount to Acolyte. Oh, you're not that late. You're all good. I just booted it up. Hello, McPherson. Good to see you. Good to see some of the guys in chat. Hopefully we'll get a couple people in. But I'm not expecting much, because they're wanting a season 2. They've even admitted that in season 2 they would bring in Sidious and Plagueis, or not, yeah, Darth Sidious, Palpatine and Plagueis, right? Leslie Headland says that she would love to play with those characters, and if she did get a season 2, which is possible, she would have free reign over Darth Plagueis and Palpatine, and I think everyone knows for certain that it is the witches' magic is what Plagueis and Palpatine would use to create Anakin. Although technically, if you look in the lore, they don't create Anakin. Anakin is basically a balancing scale. They're messing around with the dark side of the Force, and so the Force makes Anakin to balance things out. So that's what we're doing so far. But yeah, I don't think all the questions are going to get answered in this episode. I think it's just going to leave a lot up to interpretation. I think there's a possibility that she's going to go evil, considering looking at this fucking thumbnail. Oh my god. Hold on. Just look at the thumbnail, guys. Look. Oh shit. Fuck. Hold on. I can fix it. Guys. Hold on. Let me fix it. There we go. Look at this. Look at this thumbnail. It's Osha, I'm assuming. And she's wearing the all black. Oh no, she's probably evil. So it took one episode of what's his face being hot. Which, by the way, the reason why they had that shot, one, is because they thought he looked they thought his arms looked good in episode 5. And so Leslie Headland also thought that when she took the idea of seduced by the dark side, she took that literally. Like actually being seduced by the dark side of the Force. Hence why we have this. So yeah. I think she actually gets seduced because at the very end of I think episode 6, she puts on the helmet, the Cortosis helmet, and so what's probably going to happen is it's going to be a swapping of they're switching sides. May is going to possibly turn good, and Osha is probably going to turn bad. Peak storytelling right there, guys. Absolutely choice fucking storytelling. God dang it. What is happening to this world? Ugh. All right. So, season finale. Let me know. Y'all guys go ahead and text and chat. What are y'all's expectations? What do you expect to see out of this episode? For me, like I said, I'm expecting them to have their whole switching sides moment where OSHA becomes bad, May becomes good for no fucking reason, to be honest, except that uh, Kamir is attractive, I guess. Anybody know who the actual master would be? Some people think it's either going to be the Horn Lady, right? Which I think that's my suspicion is that the Horn Lady, or it's going to be what's her face, the green girl, not Anastasia, whatever her name is. Something that she's actually the Sith, in this the Sith Master, because she has the light whip, and people think that the strikes on his back might be from a whip, which I don't exactly know how that would work, but that's the going theory. That's really all that they have on it, and also because she's been trying to hide everything that's been going on. So I think those are the really two options of who could be the Sith Master, because I really don't think it's Kamir. I think he has an actual master, and he's the Acolyte. See, everyone at the Disney, McPherson says, everyone at the Disney Acolyte really needs to get a broader definition of seduced by dark side. True, absolutely true. It's not that kind of seduction. You think the dark side of the Force went up to Anakin and was like, "Sup, babe?" No, that's not how it works. So, in other news, I wanted to give y'all guys an idea. I had this thought. I was thinking about making a new channel that would be just going over film and media. I was going to do it kind of as it was going to be themed, and the theme is based off of Indiana Jones. I loved Indiana Jones as a kid, and we'll get to the show in just a sec. I'm just gonna throw this y'all's way. Um, just take a couple minutes. But I had this idea of doing, I like film, and one of the reasons why I like film is because the more you dig into a film, the more you can uncover and find. And it's a lot like archaeology. Indiana Jones was an archaeologist, and so I was thinking about doing something not necessarily classroom themed. I don't have enough money to do a setup like that, but essentially playing into this idea that it'd be a professor talking about film and media and what is good and what's bad about these productions. It would essentially be the same thing as this. We'd be doing live streams, we'd be doing film reviews. It would just kind of have that overarching theme of film archaeology, essentially. So let me know what y'all guys think of that idea. I was thinking about making it a separate channel and make this more of a gaming channel. We'll see how it goes, obviously. I'll still do stuff on here. I don't think I could ever stop, but unless that ultimately blew up, which, that would be great and all, but unlikely. Anywho. Oh, fun fact, the actor of Kamir is the same guy as Florida Man Jason from The Good Place. I have not seen The Good Place, but that is interesting. I used to call him Discount not Kylo Ren, but What? I know his name is Adam Driver. No. I know Kylo Ren's name is Adam Driver. I love you. I lost my train of thought. Thank you. I was saying that he was Discount Ezra Miller is who I'm talking about. But Ezra Miller sucks, so he's not actually a Discount Ezra Miller. He's like a primo Ezra Miller, because his acting is actually kind of solid, and he's probably one of the better parts of the show. So, looks like the episode is 49 minutes, so it's I think the longest of the series. So that sucks for us. That's all I've got as far as ideas of where this show's going to go. We'll talk about it. We'll talk about it. We'll have our own little get together. So I'm gonna go ahead and get it set up. I'm gonna let the logo play out, and I'll let you know where I'm starting from. Let me switch that to my headphones. Quick. All right. So See, I'm very much down for the Indiana Jones side of the channel. Yeah, so we would do things like, archaeological not maybe not like discoveries. I don't want to make it super cringy, but that is the idea or the running theme. So, without further ado, prepare yourselves, for we will be jumping into this. So right now I'm at 4839. Check on your computer and check on your whatever device that you're watching this on. Hey, y'all guys get out in the kitchen. Sorry, cats are getting in the kitchen and stuff. Let's dive into this, all right? Y'all guys ready? And I'll try and commentate as best I can while we're watching. So we're going in 3, 2, 1, play. All right, and I'm going to watch recap and all. So, let's see. By the way, the Jedi did nothing wrong. Just saying. Jedi did nothing wrong this whole episode. They might have been stupid. There's a few minutes that they were stupid, but they did nothing wrong. It's all true. It's exactly what happened. Is the whole idea like IRL archaeology? Not in real life. Just like digging into the media, finding the references, finding where things connect, and it's kind of like uncovering bones and pieces that connect to a larger plot, which is the story. That's weird. So I think she's going to turn evil. See, we're going to get his mask. Nope. Don't look like it. Yeah, nope. How long do you think it's going to take before they put Kamir's mask in that intro sequence? Okay, I get it. You're breathing, but like, come on. You're starting at 47. That's fine. Oh, it sounds like Vader. What the fuck? The fuck is going on, bro? What is happening? Oh, is it the black girl magic? What the fuck? Force is female, man. She's stronger. What the fuck was that? And how is he so strong that he can do that? Yeah, like Easter egg hunting, sort of. Okay. What the fuck? Okay. What the hell does this guy want to do anyway? Miss that yelling at the darn cats. Why are you waiting? Just go. Apparently, y'all guys can go from here to there in like 0.5 seconds. And it's not. Why wouldn't you take the pip droid from her? Okay. Oh boy. It was. It absolutely was. She was going to hurt y'all and kill y'all. It was... Lie to me. Mm-hmm. True. No, they didn't. They weren't invading. That's not true. And that is true. Facts. Soul is not wrong. What? What do you mean they're not twins? Oh yeah, they're symbiote. They're identical. Like literally, they're like clones of each other. Why did he get? Okay, this is. How did she get the other one free? What? I thought that would have only unlocked one of them. What is going on? Oh boy. Okay. Wait. And like that, Soul, you're retarded. Hell exists? I didn't think that was... I'm kidding. Wait, she took Han Solo's line? Fuck off. Where are you gonna go? You don't have enough fuel to get anywhere. Does everything have a hyperdrive now in Star Wars? Like, what the fuck? That was retarded. Great. We're off to a great start, guys. Off to a fucking great start. This is wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. Oh, I guess he's just... Okay, sure. Yo, guys, touch him back down on what? Kofar, where the fuck you think you're gonna go? What made you think he was gonna have a fucking hyperdrive? It's a tiny little fucking... Eh. Oh god, not another asteroid like... Oh my god. Yeah, you guys remember episode 5 when they were flying through the asteroids? Okay. It's like fun stuff. Okay. Okay, so what are you doing? You don't have to follow her actually in the asteroid belt. You retard. I just... Okay. Are you gonna just shoot her down? I mean, sure, she should die. I think she's an evil son of a gun. Any corn dogs? I don't have any corn dogs. I ate them all yesterday, unfortunately. But if you're talking about things being corny, this show's pretty corny. That's for sure. I think he's actually about to fire on May, which is based. What? Why is Basil stopping him? Basil, you attacked her. You were like, "Oh, I'm gonna kill you." What the fuck? Basil, you cunt. This show absolutely sucks. Yeah, right now, I guess she's spinning out of control. She just got out of the asteroid belt, so she should be fine. But corn dogs are good. They're delicious. I love them. It's the most American thing ever. Or at least one of them. Great, you had a ship and now you're crashing it. Oh, God. Hey guys, it's like it rhymes. Remember in the first episode when she crashed that ship? Coruscant, as if we didn't know. Trying to get plated? The fuck you mean? Why is your thumbnail fucking corn dogs? I have a whole pack of dogs in the oven right now. I'm salivating. Good for you, bro. Yeah, as you. True. Great, 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 great. Oh man, so now the Senate knows, which no shit. I think it's honestly a good point. I think what he's doing is fair. Oh, fun. This is one of the problems that it's a fair critique of the Jedi is their whole no attachments thing. But it's funny coming from this show because I know what this is supposed to imply is for, Soul with his attachments and everything. Although I don't think what Soul did was wrong. I To be fair, I don't think what this guy's doing right now is wrong because if you think about it, multiple Jedi dead, and you've got a very powerful creature. It's like that could be a danger to more than just the Jedi if you think about it. Unchecked and unchallenged, killing at will. It's not it's not good. Oh, there she is. She's in the evil robes. So I guess he had a costume change for her. Why are his arms covered? He's so swole. Good. Good. Why would you? It's like, are you sure? Are you sure? He's like, I know, but like my arms are so beefy. Yes, because May's a little bitch. Oh, God. This shit's cringe. So I guess they're flying off. Fun stuff. Who the fuck is that? Is that Plagueis? Bro. Bro, don't you bring them into this, motherfucker. Dude, don't you fucking... No fucking way. No, bro, no. Oh, God. They did not just drop Plagueis in this trash. No. Oh, God. We'll have to talk about that. Fuck. Oh, shit. Dude, that had to be Plagueis, right? That looked just like all the concept art that I've seen of him. That's gotta be him. Fuck me. So his master, Kamir's master's Plagueis? God. Fucking Plagueis. Fuck. We'll look it up. Who you trying to talk to, homie? Oh, it's Mog! Let's go! A lot of people are thinking that Mog is like a Palpatine. Like he's Palpatine as a Jedi. According to Wikipedia, Darth Plagueis was born between 147 and 120 BBY on Vegeta died on 32 BBY on Coruscant. So yeah, I guess he would fit in this world frame. I don't think it's out of the question. I just don't think he should be in this show because the show's bad. Does this ship have a hyperdrive? And why is it seated like that? It's a bit odd, isn't it? Look, it's Soul. He's like, oh shit. Uh-oh, that's That's the Darth guy that killed all of my friends. Wait, did they say they were on Brindok? Don't tell me they're back here. Stop taking me to this goddamn Brindok place. I don't wanna. I don't wanna. Maybe he should be in here. I thought this. No, this is 100. Like this is 100 years before Phantom Menace is when this show takes place. Not 1,000. No, that's gonna be more like Knights of the Old Republic. This is supposed to be like the High Republic. This is when everything bad had happened. So tragic. Oh God. Not no, it's not. I was about to say climbing is an option. Did you just fucking teleport? Oh, that's right. He can float. He can fly, can't he? They fly now. They fly now. So that's great. Fucking lovely, bro. It's just the bee's goddamn knees. Oh no, it's the bridge where they both fell, where I should have grabbed the kids instead of grabbing the bridge because they're lighter. Which is fine. Why is there still chanting? I thought they all died. Are they not just haunting him? And it doesn't sound great either. Still sounds kind of cringe. What the fuck? Oh, is that supposed to be a little May? No. Oh, I guess it is just May, though. All right. Yeah, yes, we've seen all of this before. We know these rooms. We know this is the place where they did X and Y, but no one gives a fucking shit about goddamn Brenda. Can we please leave? I've seen enough of this. You know, for a place that caught fire, it's still pretty stable structurally. Just saying, you know. Wait, if she broke the console from way up there, how the fuck is doing anything down here going to change anything? You wouldn't have access to get up there in the first place. The show doesn't make sense. Oh, God. Oh, boy. Another fight. Clash, clash, clash. Okay, aim for the guy, not the sword, alright? What was that? That wasn't even a right parry. Again, you could have lopped off his fucking foot with that kick. His blade was right in the position. He could have just turned it and just broke. Oh, hey, remember that scene from Revenge of the Sith? Oh, man. What the fuck? What the fuck is this? Oh, we can fly now? Hey. Oh, boy. Now, that is a deadly combination. That Shoto saber with a regular saber, like, that is a... Okay. Alright. Okay, Soul's not turning into Liu Kang with some of this shit. Like, what the fuck? Why would you do the whole flippy woo if you don't even use the... If the lightsaber's not even on? What the fuck is... The fuck is happening, bro? Wait, no, no, don't sacrifice. Like, your Shoto Blade was pretty sweet, though. Right? What did I just watch? Like, Soul's trying his best. I don't understand. Again, the triple kick, that's great. Why don't you fucking stab him? You have a lightsaber. True. Yes, you did. Yes, you did. Mm-hmm. Because I still love you. You're still my sister. Is that because you're a woman? No, I'm kidding. Congratulations. It. Oof. Yeah, he did. And he was perfectly reasoned. He had every reason to do so. No, you are, you son of a bitch. You're fucking psychopath. What? Acting. Look at this acting. What is with this? Okay. So because Osha can't control her negative emotions, she's gonna turn evil. Oh, haha. The actual fuck. I don't know where everybody is, but we're making it work. I mean, this is something, man. Oh wow, the emotions, everything. Is this just going to be one big like fight sequence the rest of this episode? Is that all this is going to be? Yeah, I don't know where everybody is, but you know what? We're having fun, having a good time watching the trash that this. I don't understand how these people get to disappear whenever they want to. What was that slash? That was an obvious miss. And they're not aiming for the person; they're aiming for the blade, which is a classic flub. See, some of those make sense. That looks like that strike makes sense. What is happening? Whoa. Oh. There's Kyber crystal. Okay. Is he gonna fight an unarmed man? Is this the moment that it happens? Is this where everything goes to shit? Is he gonna kill him? Kill him. I mean, you have every reason to. He's oh, of course. God dang it. Mm. Oh, she finally got the lightsaber. Wow, it only took her 8 episodes. You don't sound as cool without the helmet. Did you break it? Will it? I mean, they're all gonna die anyway, so who the fuck cares? Why? I don't understand. I haven't understood you since we started this. What the fuck are they gonna do? Okay. His crimes. Which is true. He did nothing wrong. From the evil Jedi lesbian or the evil lesbian cult. Like, what? I do not. I thought they were the virgins. Facts. Have you ever wondered why there were no men on that planet? Oh, is Osha gonna kill him? That'd be funny. Yes. 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 For good reason. He's really trying to act, man. I give it to him. He's trying. He's really trying. But he did nothing wrong. Yes. Because she was a. Explain what happened, you fucking idiot. That's not enough. Okay. Doesn't matter. Oh boy. Yeah. Mhm. Is she gonna stab him? That'd be funny. You force choking? Are you force choking? Is that the whole killing somebody without using a weapon? Is force choking? Really? All of this? Are you gonna you're gonna kill him because he did the right oh god dang it. Okay. And are you can you not do anything? You're not gonna okay. Okay. Oh, it turns red because the whole crystal bleeding and all that. Oh boy. You're gonna you're gonna kill him. You're gonna damn. Okay. Okay. That's fine. What do you mean it's okay? Okay. You bro. You kidding me? You kidding me? And we still have so much time. Whoa, the light the she bled into the crystal and turned it red. That's so sad. I don't like the whole idea of the bleeding crystal, by the way. I think that's retarded. Just saying. It's me. I think they're trying to be overly edgy, and I think that's stupid. So that was dumb. Oh, great. More Jedi to be killed. Why the fuck is Basil still here? What is this point except to look? Oh, of course Mog knows him. God dang it. Okay. Okay. This is an event. She killed Soul. So the whole thing was building up to Force choking. That was supposed to be the big fucking reveal. It's retarded. Okay. We also have Darth Pip, and that's great. No shit. How do you think she got out of here? She fell from there. What makes you think that she wouldn't know? Which I don't understand how she survived that fall anyway, but that's just me. Oh, God. Okay. You got sucked into a core tunnel. What? Oh, boy. Oh, boy. What do you mean you got sucked into a core tunnel? That sounds like something that would kill you. Yeah, this is your fault too, Venestra. That's right. That's her name, right? Venestra. Yeah. Was she piecing this shit together with the fucking force, like force detect? Who's the dude with all the tattoos on the left? What the fuck? That's neat. Okay. Okay. Ominous music. I guess that was her Padawan who turned evil. Was the Cortos? Where's the fucking what's his face? Was Kamir? Is she gonna use Force Resurrect? That's a thing now, right? Force healing. Why don't you just do that? Jesus Christ. I see now why they added the whole new idea with Cortosis that it blocks out force, and that and it's all because of this scene. That's why they added all this junk, was so that he had a way of escaping the whole force presence bullshit. There's a lot of nothing in this episode, but the things that it does do is just retarded. The it is the Bunta tree. For 16 years. What do you mean didn't believe? Soul did nothing wrong. I'm sorry I went and like became a total psychopath to try and kill you. Oh god. They're having a moment. Lovely. What do y'all guys thinking so far? I think this is terrible. But you can just choke people. What do you mean? That your mother was trying to kill you for all we fucking know? She turned into a force demon. She looked terrifying. May started to disappear. So I killed her. Naturally. What is this fucking bargain either? What the hell is this? This is supposed to be your... Nah. Oh boy. You could just do that? You could just do... Okay. I know you could just do that. Oh god dang it. Train to become a Sith. Oh my god. Chat, this is bullshit. Please let it be over. Hugs. They're being separated again. So tragic. I don't understand why they're just gonna leave May. I like that. I'm gonna sacrifice you so I can go and train to become a Sith. Why? Because reasons. This is retarded. She's memory wiped. She has Asperger's. Who are you? I mean, I'm sure you can figure it out. I'm sure you can figure it out. I give you you, you give me, I guess. Right? It's not hard to put two and two fucking together. It's like a really shitty puzzle. Why would I? Sure, Mog. For what? What, you think you're some kind of Jedi waving your hand around like that? Yeah, right. Oh, Coruscant, by the way. In case y'all guys forgot. That's Coruscant. She doesn't remember anything. Oh, it'd be funny if like Pip was like, "Nah, man, I recorded all of it." Lol. That is a bunch of red shirts. True. What do you? What is this get up? What the fuck? You gonna do the force interrogation shit? That'd be funny. Doesn't mean you didn't do it. Just saying. I started a fire. It killed everyone. He looks Korean. Justifiably. I don't understand why this is the worst thing. Like, what soul this whole show is acted on that scene, and it's retarded because it was built up on. And you force choked him to death. Didn't deserve to die. He was the one person that didn't deserve to die. No, he didn't. No, he didn't. All right, let's see the explanation. True. Okay. There's more specifics than that. I don't understand why they had to keep the action secret. They didn't do anything wrong. You're a bitch. You're evil. You're fucking evil. You're fucking evil. He's conveniently dead. Why would he go there if he was trying to cover it up? No, he didn't. Why are you telling her this? Why does she need to know? If you... Okay. I assume you're referring to my sister if that's what you're talking about. Oh my god, don't start with this. She started the fire that burned everyone. No, they... Oh my god. How? Okay. Yep. That's Kamir. Kamir's the evil one. He was the young Padawan. Oh my fucking god. Oh, look, there's his arms. He's so swole. She is a terrible Jedi. And everything she does is terrible. Are they in a relationship now? She literally got seduced by the fucking goddamn dark side. This is retarded. This is such bullshit. Oh my god. Please tell me it's over. I'm staring off into the distance, and we're gonna work with Plagueis to learn all this bullshit. Is it over? Is it over? Oh god dang it. Oh, who is it? Who we dropping in? Is it Yoda? God fucking god. Nope. Nope. Yep. Nope. There is no word in the languages of men, beasts, elves that can describe this atrocity. Master Uguay says, if not for the girl, you can try her sister instead. That's funny. They just drop fucking goddamn fucking Master Yoda. Fuck. Which means that they're not just fucking up Kai Mundi now. Now Yoda is going to know about the plot that happened 100 years prior. Which means he's also a part of the cover-up. about the Sith not being around for over a fucking millennia, which means that destroys everything that happens in the fucking Phantom Menace. Oh, are they still chanting the power song in the credits? I wasn't listening. Hold on. Let me give it a quick listen. Oh yeah. Oh my god. Oh Jesus Christ. Stop, stop, stop. Jesus fucking Christ. Oh my god. Okay, okay. No, you... Hello. Yes, I'm still going. What's up? Need pie? Go get yourself some pie.
I need pie.
Yoda was Okay, look. The reason why everybody was worried about Kai Mundi is because he understood the idea of the plot of the Sith being around for a millennia. Like, the Sith haven't been seen for over millennia. The whole, like, fucking phrase, right? So that was already a fault on Kai Mundi because obviously this show exists, meaning that there was a Sith that Kai Mundi knew about, or a potential one, that was covered up. So Ki-Adi-Mundi was a part of the cover-up. Now Yoda's getting involved, which means Yoda's going to be part of covering up the Sith as well, which is a big fucking deal for anybody and part of the High Council. You enjoying your key lime pie? Yeah, I thought about getting a whole one. Yeah.
Whole pies.
I don't know. Let's see. So they killed Master Soul, but the stupid thing is they killed him. He did nothing wrong, and then they blamed him for the death of all of his compatriots, which is retarded. So yes, or this show isn't canon. See, I would love, I don't hold this as canon at all, but this is fucking whack, dude. Okay, so let's go over what we see. There's so many mistakes that this show makes, so many errors. So we have this lightsaber fight that's practically meaningless because they draw, and then Osha begins attacking. So Soul wins the fight, and then May starts attacking him, and the other guy doesn't do jack because he's wanting her to kill him without using a weapon. And it all leads up to force choking. The reason why force choking hasn't been applied to many other Jedi, like the reason why Anakin didn't use it on Obi-Wan, is because normally if you're powerful with the force, you should be able to counteract that, stop that from happening. This show just lets that happen. This show does not understand how the force works. It does not understand how fucking anything in the goddamn Star Wars universe works. And the most evil person of the Jedi Order is Venestra at this point. She straight up is trying to cover her own ass and not let the Jedi be investigated. Look, if they investigate the Jedi, what the fuck are they going to find? Everyone's dead who was a part of anything. What are they going to find? Investigate the Jedi. They're all fucking dead. No one remembers Cortosis medal, so clearly this was set in the millennium before Clone Wars. I wouldn't say the millennium before Clone Wars. Oh, no one knows / remembers Cortosis medal. So clearly this is set in the millennium before the Clone Wars. They never openly said that they didn't know it was Cortosis. The guy explains that it's Cortosis after the fact. But it's the show, I'm pretty sure if you go to the first episode, let me bring it up real quick so I can have adequate references in our discussion. Skip. It's retarded. I know I gotta get through the fucking thing. Star Wars, blah, blah, blah. Let's see. 100 years before the rise of the Empire, it is a time of peace. There you go. Case confirmed. 100 years before the rise of the Empire. So 100 years before essentially the Clone Wars and a Phantom Menace and all that jazz. Because that's when all of that begins to develop. So it's already been predated, you know. That's why there was a whole mess up with Ki-Adi-Mundi. Obviously, Ki-Adi-Mundi is not 1,000 years old. Neither is Yoda. Yoda obviously looks old at the end of this episode. My argument is this is clearly 1032 BBY. It's not. It's, well, I mean, let's see. Phantom Menace time period. So Phantom Menace is time period. It's like 30 years before the original Star Wars. So that's like 30 BBY. So this is like, oh, Phantom Menace takes place 32 BBI. So this essentially, the time period that they're arguing is that this is basically like 132 BBY, not 1032 BBY. Because if it was clearly 1032 BBY, Yoda would be like not even alive. So you can make the argument. The problem is that it's not supported by the show. Because the show's timeline is obviously this, and that could be that could be a fault of the show. I'm not saying the show is without faults, because it certainly fucking is. But obviously the show is trying to center everything around being in, 132 BBY. The cortosis is the error, essentially. Because either cortosis is the error or everything else is the error. And so I'd be willing to bet that it's the cortosis at that point. So she just tries to cover it up, and she's going to try and use May to find Osha, who's now training to become a Sith because she's in a romantic relationship with Kamir, because she is literally seduced by the dark side of the Force. And yes, no, the show doesn't support its own timeline. It's fucking retarded. Again, this was the whole problem. If you have Sith running around, you've got Plagueis, right? You've got Kamir. Next season, you're going to get Palpatine. You have, and Darth Sidious, I guess you'd go by. Have all these Sith running around. And it destroys the whole, it destroys the prequels. Because it destroys what the Jedi were. The Jedi were, essentially, they had a whole millennium of peace in the galaxy, right? A whole timeline where everything was chill, and they basically just chilled out for forever. And so it wasn't necessarily that they were complacent, not really complicit, they were just fine with the way things were. They weren't super adamant about hunting everything down, unlike, Obi-Wan Kenobi and, a few others. They weren't really deep in investigations. It's, I mean, imagine if you had a bureaucracy for fucking 1,000 years, it's like, you're gonna have your problems. But I don't think their problem was covering up Sith like appearances. If there was a Sith, all of the Jedi should be fucking like on Bryndock at this moment. I don't understand. She brings this team. Look, okay, say you're writing this show, and you've got a suspicion. I don't know why they head to Bryndock, but you got a suspicion that this whole team is set up. Which, by the way, she arrived at Kofar with the squadron. If you got the suspect that there's a Sith on the loose, and you're trying to match a cover up, like, wouldn't you be monitoring like traffic on Bryndock if you know that Sol is here? Wouldn't you be monitoring the space traffic to see if anyone's flying in or out of space? You need more than just a ship with a bunch of Jedi in it, because they do fuck all of this episode. You need people watching like from like orbit, monitoring. If it's so bad, which it is, then it's on the same class as the kid shows Star Wars Alliance or Resistance. Probably. I heard Resistance was pretty garbage. I hear Rebels is good, though. So, that is Star Wars The Acolyte, which is arguably the worst Star Wars show. I didn't think they could... You wouldn't think they could get any fucking worse, and then they do. The only benefit that The Acolyte has so far is that it hasn't ruined many popular characters. But now, with the introduction of Yoda, you're going to fucking ruin Yoda. And that's, like, they already crossed my line with Obi-Wan Kenobi. You mess up Yoda, it's like, ooh, you're drawing some bad juju here. This is, let's see, clearly the Jedi S2 was not consulted for any or all operations. Yeah, so let's see. Is the Acolyte getting a season 2? Disney has not renewed the Acolyte for a second season. However, series showrunner Leslie Headland says there have been conversations about the show past season 1. When recently asked by Nerdist if she knew whether or not the Acolyte was getting a second season, she answered no. Hopefully, it doesn't. Why? Acolyte season 2 seems unlikely. Please don't do it. Probably not. Lucasfilm seemed to have commitment issues, and as much as I've moderately enjoyed the Acolyte, why? How the fuck would you enjoy Acolyte? It is garbage. Of course, Leslie Headland's interested. It's a good paycheck, and she could put all of her lesbian space witches in it. Like, come on. Oh my god, that was garbage. That was fucking garbage. Absolute horseshit. Oh, hey, look, it's me doing my little watch party. Yeah, those conversations gone. Say cut losses while you can. Yeah, absolutely. Cut your fucking losses, bro. This is... That was horrible. So let's think about the season as a whole, right? What do we have? We have the whole... They're going with the angle that the Jedi aren't so great. They're actually kind of bad, right? That's the angle. Which, by the way, I was right, by the way. They totally swapped sides. Saw that coming. And it was fucking easy, too. Like, these characters, you know, swap motivations. You know, like it's fucking Uno and they're playing cards, right? They pick some up, they take some down. Their motivations are so crisscross. I don't understand that. But if we look at the season as a whole, right? What we got? This episode's fucking redundant because this episode changes everything. Or actually, it changes nothing, and all we see is more of the same. This episode is supposed to be the episode of, hey, the Jedi are actually really bad. They're terrible people, even though they did nothing fucking wrong. When you turn into a ghost spirit, let's see if I can bring it up on stream. The image. Let's see. In fact, I think I could just go to EFAP. Those guys, I think, had a video on it. Yeah. Let's see. Let me see if I can find the scene for y'all. There's the fire. Yeah. Let's see. I think there's a better spot. Yeah. Yeah, I think this is it. See, they're getting into it. Yeah, when you look like this, you know, when you do this little thing, 29, 24. Yeah, see this whole bit? So she's already getting ready to start. When you do that, I'm gonna stab you. I'm sorry. Like, you're getting lightsabered, you know. If I'm over here, Zabrak lady is already starting to fucking do her wishy-washy. Torben ignites his lightsaber in self-defense, and you go and do all this spirit magic woo. Yeah, I'm turning on the lightsaber, I'm stabbing your fucking ass, right? And he has every reason to do so. And all he says is, I was protecting you. It's like, bitch, no, you explained that your mother acted like she was killing you or absorbing you or something. She did some magic-y woo. You were disappearing physically, and so I reacted. Her wife was being all bitchy towards Torben. Torben reacted in self-defense, and then she goes and does what looks like offensive magic, and so I stabbed her. I have every justification to do so, and I don't regret it. I don't understand why Soul is so mixed up about this. I get it. It damaged the girls, and that is something that he's going to have to live with. That's fine, but such is fucking life, all right? You kill anybody in the Star Wars universe, you're killing someone's relative, more likely, you know? This show is retarded. So she goes and this whole episode is setting up like, Soul's such a nice guy, blah blah blah. And not to mention they open and close so many boxes. The whole twin thing, the murder mystery, that was gone in 5 fucking seconds. The whole mystery of what happened on Brendock was gone in 5 seconds. It's literally settled in the first episode. It's like, she lost all of her family. Some shit happened with the Jedi. We almost learned nothing from episode 7. In fact, it bolsters the Jedi in that sense. She goes on this killing spree. Torben kills himself for no fucking reason, apparently. And that's all great. Episode 3 is redundant, literally redundant. Episode 4 is also a boring mishmash that nothing really happens. They're chasing people for a whole episode. They fight, and then they get split up. And then we get another backstory episode, and now they're against each other. This is such a boring ass story where characters' choices make 0 sense. It's ridiculous. This is stupid. I don't get this at all. The whole driving through the asteroid field was dumb too. Hello. Yeah. Cool. Yes, you do. I finished the season. Yeah. It's fucking terrible. Yeah. There's talk about a season 2, but I don't think it's going to happen. I hope it doesn't happen. You want to mute yourself and mute the mic? No. Okay. I'll guide it. You want to do it anyway? I'll lower it. It's not picking up too bad. Let's see. So yeah. That is yeah, you're good. Oh, fun. You guys playing? You can almost see the cricket on stream, actually. Yep. So when Vanestra gets there, they essentially do nothing this whole time. All she finds out with her entire crew is that Soul is dead and everyone else escaped while they were just looking for them. Love you. Her throwaway line is she gets sucked into this tube. See, like, bro, I promise you, I will have a better Star Wars 5e campaign than this show. I think my mother could write a better Star Wars 5th edition campaign than this show. Okay? It's really a low bar. It's a super low bar. See, here's the thing, all right? This is what me and my coworker were talking about. One could try and argue, you just don't want to see any change in Star Wars. You don't want to see anything new. You just want to see the original trilogy and the prequels and blah, blah, blah. It's like, no. You just, you don't want anything to change. You want it all to stay the same. It's like, look. The ability to have light telekinesis, mind reading on the weak-minded, right? Potential, being able to see the future. I can't think of the word at the moment. What else? What else does the Force provide? Like I said, the persuasion and all that. These abilities can be used in incredible ways, especially to a user who's wise and smart and knows what the fuck they're doing. Like Ben Kenobi, he navigates a fucking Death Star by himself by using small little bits of the Force. You don't have to have these overly crazy events, this crazy power creep. You can just use the Force in a clever way. The original trilogy and prequels set, in my opinion, a benchmark. This is the benchmark. And the reason why is because this is what is widely accepted as a benchmark. And that's a lot of my reasoning, is that this is the main plot, this is the main story, this is the one that everybody has seen who is interested in the franchise. Everybody who has been interested in Star Wars has seen the original trilogy and they've seen the prequels. So that is the benchmark I go by. Mainly the original trilogy. I think it's better than the prequels, in my opinion. But I still like the prequels for what they are. Give me another soda. Mouth's getting a little dry. Chose a bad time to quit drinking. At least temporarily. Crazy key jangling? Yes, there's a lot of key jangling. So I was gonna make this a video for the media archaeology stuff. So tell me how y'all guys think about this. If you're gonna add a theory or explain away something that happens in these shows, it can be debated, but I think the best thing to do is to have references. For instance, there is a theory that the reason why the stormtroopers suck in A New Hope isn't because they actually suck. It's because, let's see, OG Trilogy is best, but I love Clone Wars. I understand. What is it? Sorry, that threw me off. You could say that they're trying to funnel them back to the Millennium Falcon so they can track them to Yavin 4, right? Well, what references do we have? Well, we've got obviously the missing, the tracker that they do put on. Well, I can't use the reference of the idea itself, but they physically put a tracker on the Millennium Falcon. Leia admits that they let them go. Tarkin says that this is a big risk, but it better work, right? You've got multiple references and the fact that it actually does play into their favor because they do track them and they do find the planet. And that's what makes it a big risk, right? So you have all these references that play into this note. You know, hey, they weren't missing. They were just trying to funnel them to the Falcon. Obviously, a counter reference is, I think, going to be the trash compactor, but I don't think they were going to account for that. You could obviously argue, hey, they were trapped there. What they think was going to happen. And I think that's a good counter argument. But I think that is more of an error on the writing part than, as iconic as it is, than the idea that they were trying to track the ship. That was the idea. You could even suggest that maybe after the saving of the princess would know where to go, right? And then that was when the plan was initiated. So you can even debate it that way. Yeah, all they had to do was jump to the correct side of Yavin. Yeah. And so that theory plays out. But I was told this theory the other day. Shout out to my homeboy at work. He'll love this. So here's what he was saying. He had this idea in the Obi-Wan Kenobi show that the reason why Obi-Wan lets Darth Vader live is because he's basically dunking on Vader because, Vader's supposedly one of the most strongest characters in the galaxy, yet Obi-Wan's beat him twice, and that's why he lets him live. But what are your references for that? What's your reasoning? Okay, one, he leaves Anakin alive at the end of episode 3. And some introspection into Obi-Wan as a character. Right? Now, I want to get on a little bit of a rant real quick. Because this reasoning is bullshit. And here's why. This goes with my benchmark, all right, for how I view Star Wars. I think Obi-Wan left Anakin for dead at the end of episode 3. Because you could argue, yes, he didn't have the strength to commit to the final blow. And the reason why I'm talking about this instead of Acolyte is because Acolyte's garbage. I think we already understand that. We've talked about the implications that has for Master Yoda, which was my big problem. So anyway, he can't strike the killing blow to Anakin because he still sees him as a brother, right? But he still leaves him to die. The man's burning alive. He's right next to lava. And he also is missing 3 of his limbs. If I was Obi-Wan, I thought, I figured he'd be fucked. But people are like, no, because he has so much hatred in him. Anakin has so much hatred that he's going to be kept alive. I mean, look at Darth Maul in the Clone Wars. He was lopped in half, and he was able to survive. Here's my problem with that. So your foundation for all of this is stacked on Darth Maul surviving Phantom Menace. In my opinion, I don't think Darth Maul should have survived in Phantom Menace. I think he should have died in Phantom Menace. As much as I like what they did with his character, this is just, it breaks the foundation. And the reason why they argue the whole hatred thing, in my opinion, is one, because of the EU, but I already don't use the EU as a benchmark. And two, if you're going to use the Clone Wars, because the Clone Wars is where he survives, because he survives in the Clone Wars, where they get that from, I think, is in the prequels. The reason why Darth Maul survives, because obviously the whole Darth Plagueis story, the dark side of the Force can lead to powers that some consider unnatural, and Plagueis figured out how to create life. So the writers are probably like, hey man, it's not so much of a stretch to go from create life to sustain life, right? Use the dark side of the Force to sustain life. That should be easier than creating life, right? So that's why Darth Maul survived, and that is shaky at best. That's like a lawyer trying to dig into the subtext of one phrase, and like, actually, if you think about it this way, it kind of means this. And all that is built on this structure of like the EU, which most people don't base their Star Wars lore on, is the EU, except for super fans, and then you had to go from there. EU or the prequels, and that prequel foundation is sketch, bro. But it's like, because that happened and Maul survived, then it makes sense for hatred to be able to sustain life, which Obi-Wan apparently would know, and that's why he knew Anakin would survive. And because of that, that is the reason why he left him alive again. Yeah. So all that is retcons, to my opinion, the OT, because I don't think the dark side is more powerful than the light. I just think you get there quicker, or get to places quicker, but I don't think it's more powerful than the light side. I just think it is more seductive and easier. It's the quicker path, right? So the reason why I get into so many arguments that I have is because I haven't read a whole lot of EU, and I haven't seen a whole lot of this stuff, so I just kind of go based off of what I've seen, which is the original trilogy and the prequels, because the original trilogy is tried and true. It's existed for nearly 50 years now and is still making content to this day based off of the universe that was created in the 70s and 80s. Yeah, create, sustain life. That is definitely what I think Filoni and them were doing when they wanted Maul to come back. They're like, we got an idea for this character. How do we make him come back? And they're like, oh, well, we can use this phrase that was well regarded in the prequels to use that to create Maul and bring him back. I appreciated the stuff that they did with his character. However, foundationally, I think it's a problem. Because it breaks what would be my benchmark. And I was essentially going to make this a whole video on the... it'd be more polished, but that would be essentially the idea of like, this is how you should structure your theories, all right? The OT theory about the stormtroopers versus this theory, right? One has multiple references that support the claim. They're physical references. They're not subtextual references. They're right there. You can see them. Because if it doesn't mean that, then what the hell are they talking about, right? It's obvious that they're being tracked, in all that. That's a huge part of the plot, which would make sense as to why the stormtroopers aren't necessarily trying to kill them, as they are trying to funnel them to the Falcon so that way they can escape. And you can argue whether or not they let Obi-Wan take down the tractor beam, we can actually look at that plot and see if that makes sense, because I want to figure that out. That's something I think would be interesting. So what I want to find out real quick is whether or not this quote-unquote plan would be initiated. Let's see, A New Hope. I wish I could just play this and y'all guys see it, but unfortunately I can't. So essentially, I want to look at the timeline and figure out if they initiated the plan to funnel them onto the Falcon after the tractor beam was disabled. That's what I want to figure out. Okay. So they're on. So they put the tracker pretty soon after, right? They put the tracker on at like an hour and 7 minutes in, right? So they're putting on this tracker. That's when they escaped from the Falcon. So who knows? Maybe they were going to put on the Falcon, search it. Because they had to have known that there were people on there. Otherwise, there would be no point to put on the tracker anyway. Because Darth Vader felt that presence. So maybe, if anything, Darth Vader figured Obi-Wan would be able to get on that ship if he escaped Vader, because he'd be able to do so, because Obi-Wan's a fucking G. But Obi-Wan decides to face him. So they start the attack on the trash compactor very, very quickly, right? That's when Tarkin figures out that the princess has been the princess has escaped. They get in the trash compactor and they hightail it out of there, right? After some blasting, and they're getting fucked up too. They're completely trapped. After that, let's see. That's when they find the droids. They don't do anything to the droids. And then Obi-Wan disables the tractor beam. I'm just trying to figure out when they start talking about the tracking, right? And I think it's after the fact that Obi-Wan escapes. So somebody might have figured out, yeah, and that's when the whole blaster fight happens where, Luke and Leia are cornered. So my thought is, as soon as that the tractor beam was disabled, if they knew that, they would have made the claim, oh, well, let's track them, let's funnel them to the Millennium Falcon, and we'll make this big risk. I would say it's mostly just luck. It's right here where 3PO and R2 are able to go into the perfect place that they would need to go to stop the trash compactor. But I think that's just situational. I think it makes sense for R2. R2's like, hey, I want to chill by this port just in case we need to do anything. Because 3PO's got the comms and he can let me know. Because I still have access. I can't get it from that room because they kicked us out. But we can get close by the Falcon, which is a better spot for us. So I think that was mostly their planning. I don't think they were sent there, obviously. There's no references for that. And then Obi-Wan and them start their fighting. And then after Obi-Wan is killed, they're flying away. They do their whole thing about, hey, we're getting tracked, blah, blah, blah. And then right here, the Death Star finds Yavin. And then we have the scene between Tarkin and, it's not luck, it's the Force, because R2 is lit. Let's see, yes, we're approaching the planet Yavin. The rebel base is on a moon on the far side. I didn't know that scene. I actually forgot a lot about that scene. And we don't see Tarkin and him after the fact. Or do we? Oh, there we are. That's what I was missing. So they escape. And this was after the X-Wing fights. Right. Vader, are they away? They just made the jump to hyperspace. You sure the homing beacon is secure aboard their ship? I'm taking an awful risk, Vader. This had better work. Great scene. Great scene. So, are there any other conversations with them before that? Where they might have had that discussion? You know what I'm thinking? Because that's when they're talking, blah, blah, blah. All stations on alert. Sorry, I'm thinking real quick, trying to get this. And that's when they escape the trash compactor. Okay, so my guess is that was their plan after the trash compactor. That Vader, instead of Tarkin, told the stormtroopers to stand down and funnel them, because Tarkin is very worried about the plan. R2 is Doobie, the only character to survive everything. That's fucking true. R2's lit. My point is that this reference lines up with a lot of the script in the Star Wars movie, and it also bolsters the stormtroopers, because the stormtroopers are kind of laughed at in episode 6, and I don't like that. I don't like how silly the stormtroopers have become, because you look at something like Andor, where you see like the Empire and they're a terrifying force. It's so much better than in a lot of these shows. A lot of these shows are just fucking retarded. I think the Boba Fett show and the Obi-Wan show did more damage to Star Wars as a whole, because it hurt very high-end characters. But the Acolyte just fucked up Yoda, because what's her face, Venestra is coming to Yoda, and she's like, "Hey, we gotta find the Sith guy," which means Yoda knows about the Sith. He knows about her ex-Padawan. And so it wrecks him as a character, because now Yoda is also complicit, not just Ki-Adi-Mundi, about this whole shit. Yeah, only Imperial stormtroopers are so precise. Yes, they used to be fucking badass guys. And I mean, hell, the first scene in Star Wars, stormtroopers kick the door open, going hog wild, doom music cranked, blasting away, kicking ass, right? They used to be badass, and now they're laughed at, right? But I think Acolyte is a worse written show than any of them. I think, I don't know, it's between, I want to say it's between that and Kenobi, because at least Boba Fett's forgettable, right? It has a lot of silly moments that are pretty retarded, but Obi-Wan just does so much damage. It's unbelievable, man. I need to do a rank, like a tier thing on the Star Wars content that's been out here so far. That'd be a fun video. But that's Acolyte season 1. Hopefully it's the only season. Hopefully we don't get another season of this bullshit. I mean, hell, it's probably got more views than Ahsoka, and Ahsoka's getting a season 2. Let's see. Acolyte ratings. Fucking 1.6. God, that's bad. I mean, like, I want to see, like, how much it's watched. Let's see, Acolyte views. Wait, that's not first. I don't care about the. Seeing a lot of misinformation making the ratings of the show, blah, blah, blah. Also, that was still the 501st with Vader. All the OG clones from the legendary Clone Wars were pushed into the unit known as Vader's Fist. That's also EU, though, right? Which I mean is fine. Okay, so here we go. Here's some Reddit stuff, I guess, talking about seeing a lot of misinformation in the post subreddit regarding Acolyte and its ratings of the show. I thought it would take time to compile all the data and even compare Star Wars projects. Episode 1, Episode 2, 488 million minutes watched, 244 per episode. Second worst debut of any Star Wars show. Mandalorian Season 2 had 1.32 billion. Or one episode. Book of Boba Fett, 1 episode, 389. Obi-Wan Kenobi, 2 episodes, 513 million per episode of Andor. I hate the way that they just tracked this. This is so weird. Okay, Mandalorian Season 2, 1 episode, 1.32 billion. All right, The Book of Boba Fett, 1 episode, 389 mil. Obi-Wan Kenobi, 2 episodes, 513 million per episode. Andor is 3 episodes, 208 million per episode. That's so sad. Mandalorian Season 3, 1 episode, 823 million. And Ahsoka, 2 episodes, 829 million total. 414 million per episode. So this got 244 million views depending on per episode, roughly. Episode 3, or we see week 1, 210. Week 2, 380. 262, 232. Dropped out of the top 10, no identifiable data. See. So it is arguably, it looks like the most forgotten show in Star Wars history. And it depends if you count Star Wars Battlefront 2, 2005 as EU or not. Ah, that's fair. Okay. I need to play Star Wars Battlefront 2, 2005. I heard the campaign was dope. I mean, I would honestly, with the legend that it is Star Wars Battlefront 2, I would probably debate including that in my headcanon. So comparing these numbers, I mean, Book of Boba Fett did better. Kenobi did way better. Andor did worse, which blows my mind. I like how they call it battling misinformation, right? Fucking A, dude. Fucking A. Alright, Ahsoka got 829. So Ahsoka's easily getting, see, 415 million per episode. Yeah, Ahsoka's easily getting a season 2. No doubt in my mind. Mandalorian is still on top with 823 mil. Andor has the lowest of all of them. That is such a fucking shame because all these shows suck in comparison. That's the next I'm Not a Gamer episode. Oh, that'd be legend. But like, look at these charts, bro. This is so sad. Everybody wanted to watch. See, that was Mandalorian season 2. One episode was 1.32 billion. It's fucking ridiculous, dude. I cannot believe that. I'm not even a big fan of season 2. I mean, season 1 was alright. Season 3 of Mandalorian, I think most people understand that it's not that great. But like, Jesus fucking Christ. It's retarded. Just realized I have my Reddit name on there. No big deal, though. I'd never fucking use Reddit anyway. But is it getting a season 2? I mean, Andor's getting a season 2, and this was 244 mil per episode. It's charting higher than Andor, at least episode-wise. See, Disney absolutely... Oh, hey, Jonathan. Absolutely botched Andor's rollout. First 2 episodes on Hulu with a 3-episode arc like they wanted to fail. They probably did, dude. I mean, what's his face is really the guy that's showing them up. Fucking oh god, I usually know his name. It's the Andor writer. Tony Gilroy, that's who. Tony Gilroy is like, it's the one guy that gives a shit. People were making fun of him because he was researching on Wikipedia to make sure that his references were right. They're making fun of him for that. I'm like, that just sounds like a man doing his fucking research. He wants to make sure that his shit is accurate. I don't understand what your problem is. They wanted Andor to fail, and apparently they're only getting one more season. And if that season's good, then I'll be like, you know what? That'll be that. I'll be happy if I can just see the finale of the story they're wanting to tell with Andor. You know. But is this show getting a season 2? Well, like I said, it's got more than some of Andor's numbers, because it says Andor 3 episodes, 208 million per episode, versus this one, which was 244. It can't fail, Space AK, right? You gotta love that Space AK. I can probably bring that up actually. I think in my Andor video I talked about that. Let me go over to my channel. There it is. Whoa. What the fuck? Did I actually add in cards in this? That is crazy. Sorry, hold on. Let me see if I can find that segment. Let's see, speed. Let's play that real quick. Fast like. Andor was such a good fucking show, bro. This shit's retarded. Blah blah blah. I get it. Dude, I could do a whole breakdown of those first couple of episodes of Andor. It was really solid. It's unfortunate what they've been doing. I mean, they keep delaying it. It was supposed to come out this year in November, and then they decided to push it out, which is very unfortunate. I think I'm going to watch it again after looking at the B-roll that I had going for this show. It looks so fucking good. God dang it, I love it. It's fantastic. Just a fantastic little show. Oh yeah, my thoughts on it. Okay, so I don't think I include the Space AK. Either way. Let's see, maybe I can pull it up. Let's see, Space AK. There it is. That was way faster. Space AK. So if we look it up, see. AK in Andor is modified. Neato burrito. But, I mean, it's a fucking AK, alright? They're not doing much to hide it. But it was still it was still a great show. The Acolyte is something else, man. I can't believe they dropped Yoda in this. So if props are tax deductible, I'll get an AK decked out for Star Wars. True. That'd be great. But that was the last of that fucking season. That abysmal show that I can't believe I sat through. I've talked more about Ahsoka, or not Ahsoka, I've talked more about Acolyte than any other Star Wars content, and that is sad. She's taking those with her? Cool. Bye-bye. Have fun. Bye-bye. Sorry, I had some guests over. Love you. But yeah, so that was the Acolyte. It's a shame that I've talked more about the Acolyte than anything else. Hopefully this will be the end of the show. Fucking hopefully. But with that dropping of Yoda, who knows at this point, man? Who fucking knows? But I've had fun doing these live streams. I like doing this weekly. This is fun. I might not always be able to do them on Tuesdays. I will tell everyone we said hey. Or I said hey. Y'all said hey. We all said hey. So what should we do next week, next Tuesday? Because I still have this new shift. I won't change the weekly live stream until my shift is over. But what do y'all guys want to see next? You redacted a message. Oh no. Do y'all guys want me to start the Witcher campaign next week? Now that Acolyte's over. Because it's too late in the game really to talk. Why is my shit so bad? Jesus Christ. Sorry, I must have cut out there for a second. If I did, my gigabyte second I looked over is in the red. It was 0. My Wi-Fi likes to dip out occasionally. But do y'all guys want me to do a Witcher playthrough for The Witcher 3? No, bro. OG Star Wars Battlefront 2. Okay, let me see how much that is on Steam. Do I even own that? I don't think I own that. Let me look. Why is my Wi-Fi dying? God fucking dang it. What is happening? How am I getting 1780 in the red? What is going on? 1839. That's not bad. It's pretty good. So, let me just hope I don't miss too many frames. You'll buy it for me? That's so sweet. Let me bring up the window. Let's see, Steam, right? Let's see. Star Wars Battlefront 2 Classic 2005. It's $10. I get paid soon, so I might get a next paycheck. I know the campaign's fun. I know you'll buy it for me, McPherson. I know. I've been planning on doing The Witcher though, but I might play through this campaign as well. It looks like a hell of a lot of fun. And I mostly played the multiplayer when I did play it. Oh, that's right. It does have a first-person view. Dude, I'd probably rock that. I'd probably rock the first-person view. That looks like fun. Oh, that looks like a lot of fun. I miss when Star Wars was good. Those were good times. Those were good times. But no, I don't think I have it. Let's see, Star Wars. I got Squadrons, Force Unleashed. I did get the Force Unleashed games. The Force Unleashed Ultimate Sith Edition and the Force Unleashed 2. So y'all are welcome. I did buy those. And I've got the Old Republic. I think I have the Old Republic 2 on here. Yeah, I got KOTOR 2. Oh yeah, it's up here. Yeah, the Sith Lords. I still need to beat that. But yeah, Witcher is the next big game I've been wanting to play. Or Republic Commando. My mom has Republic Commando. So I've been playing it at her house. And that game seems like fun. Eat, drink, and loosen your belt. It's all about you. Man, that sounds like a great time. Let's see. So this is the game I've been thinking about playing. For y'all guys, is going through Witcher 3. Mostly because I've never played it before, and everybody always talks about how it's just the fucking shit. I know McPherson is a Star Wars man through and through, and he would watch me go through all of how long is the Battlefront 2 campaign? How long is it? Because that would, if it was like 2 hours, sure, you know, I'll do one off of that. I'm sure it's probably longer. Here, let's see. You'll need to do a lot of blurring. That's true. That's true. Let's see. Battlefront. It's like 12 hours. 12 hours. God damn. That's fair. To be fair, I'm wanting to play Witcher 3, which has a lot more time on it. Public Commando is about 7 hours. Yeah, Public Commando seems like fun too. From what I've seen. Let's see. Ignition. But yeah. Alright. But yeah, I've got Witcher 3 installed, but that was the one I was thinking about doing, and I know I'd have to do a lot of like blurring this and that for it, but I think it'd be worth it. I think it'd be a fun experience for all of us to go through until like some new media comes out for us to check out. But I'll consider Battlefront 2. That would be fun. I think that would be a blast to go through. A lot of us to do, you know? I think that'd be a lot of fun. When does Rings of Power drop? Because we're a little late to do House of the Dragon. House of the Dragon's already halfway through the season. So I probably won't do that because there's so much catching up. I haven't even talked about the first season of Rings of Power. Rings of Power Season 2 release date. That is August 29th. Real close to when my... let's see. It's about 35 hours for a rushed version of Witcher 3. Yeah. That's fair. And I probably wouldn't rush through it. Also, I'm trash, so, you know, it'd probably take me longer. Sauron's Rise in Season 2, Lord of the Rings, Rings of Power. Let's see. Will be on August 29th. So, we've got a little while longer. That actually is about when my shift will start changing back over to my regular scheduled programming. Let's see what day that falls on. What day does that fall on? August 29th. June, August 29th. That is a Thursday. Thursday nights. That actually wouldn't be really bad. That would actually fit. Thursday or Friday, because I'd be off Friday, Saturday. Which means maybe I could bring Riley back for Friday streams like we used to. That's an idea. Would y'all guys want it to be, what? I don't know what time the shit would drop. It'd probably drop at like fucking 3 in the morning. So we might just do Fridays anyway. Yeah, fuck it. Let's do give me time to write and watch the content, and then we can talk about Friday nights. Does that sound like a plan? That'd be fun. Do Friday night streams of the. Would we want to do a watch party? Or would you just rather a podcast talking about it? Because I don't mind either. I think both are fine. Bring back the world's best panda hater. Yes. Because he sat with me through season 1, so I want to make him sit with me through season 2 as well. But what do you think? I think Fridays would work because he's off on Fridays, so that'd probably be best. But would you want to do a watch together or just like a podcast, just talking about it? Just a live podcast. And then up until that point, maybe on Tuesday nights I can do a gaming stream. It's not a bad idea. In that case, maybe I will do Star Wars Battlefront 2 because it'd be a shorter time frame. So let me break down the calendar real quick. Let me break out our little calendar. Hold on. All right. So let's break it down real quick. So if I go to my calendar, I like to view in support of this fine established champion. So, got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Tuesdays until the 29th. And I'd probably stop because what's his face? The guy that I'm covering for comes back on one of those weekends. So I might have 5 or 6 weeks left before Rings of Power. Hey, stop your shit. And you said that game is what, 12 hours? So I could do maybe an hour and a half session each day playing through it. Let's see. 1.5 times 5. 7.5. 2 times. Maybe not even. Okay, so essentially I could do maybe an hour and a half play period per week. And that would be plenty of time to get through Star Wars Battlefront 2. Let's see. Star Wars. Not 2005. Play time. It's 8 hours in length. Okay, so maybe 2 hours a game. When focusing on main objectives, Star Wars Battlefront 2 is about 8 hours in length. So you could probably milk it a little longer. I could probably do 2-hour sessions on Tuesday nights playing through Battlefront 2. That'd be fun. Up until Rings of Power comes out. And then when Rings of Power comes out, we'll be doing the podcast on that. And then maybe after that, I can look at starting something bigger like The Witcher, through Christmas and whatnot. And that'll probably be maybe Thursday nights because I'll be home from work. And I can play them for a long period of time because I'm usually doing stuff on Fridays. Space combat will take time to get used to, I assume. Yeah, that makes sense. That seems like a plan, actually. I'm not super opposed to that because The Witcher is going to take a lot longer, and then Rings of Power is going to get in the way. So something like Star Wars Battlefront 2, it'll get me acquainted with the game. I'll get to play something that I never really got to play when I was a kid, so that'll be fun. Sure, fuck it, why not? Let's do it. I get paid in a couple of days, so I can go and invest and get Battlefront 2. I mean, it's $10. It's not a big deal. But yeah, we'll do that, and I'll play through that maybe 2-hour campaign sessions. try and wrap it up that last week before everything switches up, and then we'll switch over to, instead of Tuesdays, to Fridays for Rings of Power. And then after that, it'll probably be Witcher 3, unless there's some other show that comes out. I don't think there's anything really coming out for the rest of the year after Rings of Power, but I'd have to look at the schedule. Something might come up. Who knows? Maybe a movie or something, but that doesn't make a big break in everything. So yeah, sounds like a plan. We'll do that. Gotta wash ourselves dry from the Acolyte. You know, gotta cleanse ourselves, and so we can watch we can play through Battlefront 2, the old 2005. That sounds like fun. Let's do it. All right. Hell yeah. We'll probably end it there. We can bitch about Acolyte later. Maybe make a whole video dedicated to the destruction that is Star Wars. So, with that, I will catch y'all guys later. Had a lot of fun tonight. It was a blast. So, had a fun talking with y'all. It'd also be an excuse to commemorate Star Wars: The Clone Wars. Okay. That'll take some work. The Clone Wars did a lot of stuff that I wasn't a fan of. Had, brought back Darth Maul. It really had it did the whole power creep thing with the Force, which I'm not super into. But that being said, because everybody's super anal about the Clone Wars, I can respect it for what it was trying to do. It was trying to tell a story that happened during the course of the Clone Wars. That's fine. But, it has flaws too. And like I've told everyone, if they cut out the episodes where they had their issues, I would rate it much higher than it was before. But that's just my opinion. So with that, next week, Star Wars Battlefront 2, be there or be square. I'll see. I mean, because it's around the August month. I mean, just because, yeah, sure. That should be it. I will catch y'all guys later.